ago, in a faraway kingdom, a young prince lived with his parents in a beautiful castle. Almost from birth, the prince had struck the king and queen as being a little strange. He held his head in the air in a very aristocratic manner and never spoke a word to anyone.
Well, my dear, I can quite understand him not speaking to the servants, but us, we are his parents, for heaven's sake.
But the finest brains of Harley Street, including Dr. Chicken Vindaloo, were baffled by the boy's behavior. The opinion was to let nature take its course, an opinion for which Dr. Chicken Vindaloo charged a staggering sum. At the prince's 8th birthday party, nature eventually took its course. The king had employed a new cook. The previous incumbent of the royal kitchen had died of food poisoning, and the prince took a large slice of birthday cake. Absolutely disgusting.
He spoke. The boy spoke. Cancel the doctor's check this instant.
The prince explained why he had suddenly decided to speak.
Up to this moment, everything had been satisfactory. However, this cake is so disgusting, I was obliged to speak out. Sack the cook this instant, or I shall never speak again.
The king immediately had the cook thrown out.
Oh! A curse on you all! It was me who got him to speak, and this is how you repay me. I shall get my revenge.
As time passed, the prince grew up. A very good direction for princes. And he went to all the best schools and only listened to Radio 4. The result was that when he reached an age when he might wish to marry, he had to find a princess who came up to his expectations. Naturally, many hopefuls turned up at the palace, but the prince was dismissive of them all. So he decided that as there were certainly no true princesses among the local girls, he must set out and find one. He sailed the ocean, searched the woods, and visited the prison. Meanwhile, back at the palace, the king and queen were anxiously awaiting their son's return when there was a knock on the great door. "Please, sir, I am a princess, and I'd like to marry your son."
Oh, my son is very fussy. The girl he marries must be a true princess, not a scruffy urchin like yourself.
Wait. Come inside, and we shall see if you are a true princess. The queen prepared a bedroom for the girl. First, she took 3 of the hardest peas that she could find and placed them on the bed frame. Next, she collected up all the mattresses she could find and placed them one on top of the other on top of the peas. Finally, she placed a ladder beside the mattresses, and the startled girl climbed up and went to bed. The next morning, the king and queen popped their heads around the bedroom door and asked if she'd had a good night's sleep. Terrible. There was something hard sticking in my back, and black and blue all over.
Capital, capital, holy, a true princess would feel 3 peas through 20 mattresses. My son will marry you on his return.
But his son was by now so desperate that he called on a fortune teller at the fair. She was an old witch who, by chance, had once been a cook in the palace before being rudely thrown out. The old crone gazed into her crystal ball.
I see a palace, and a young prince. He searches for his true princess, but can't find one. But wait, there's one waiting for him at his palace.
Splendid. I'll just hop along there.
Indeed you will. Frogs like to hop. Revenge! Sweet revenge!
The king and queen were strolling in the garden with their newfound princess when a frog hopped in front of them. Hello, little frog. Would you like me to pick you up?
Cancel everything. A true princess would never touch a slimy frog.
But the girl ignored the king and picked up the little frog. In an instant, guess what? The frog turned into the prince. The girl had been prepared to sacrifice everything to be kind to the frog, and her thoughtfulness was rewarded. She was indeed a true princess who curled up her little finger when she drank tea, and the prince was very happy and content with her until the day she wiped her nose on her sleeve, that is. Get out.